Hi everyone, Danae Daly. Today we are going to be doing a simple supported back bend. What you will need for this back bend is 1, 2, 3, 4 blankets or 4 things that will substitute as a blanket. Alright, here's how to set the pose. Start with all 4 blankets in Tadasana of the blanket like you learned how to do in your prop section. The first blanket I'm going to hold long ways like this. I'm going to place it down and I'm just going to nicely roll. Now as I roll, I'm going to roll about 2/3 of this blanket, so it'll look like this with a roll on one end and a little bit of blanket left over. And this is going to be where my neck goes. This is a neck support, and this is where my head will rest. So I'll place that at one end of my mat. All right, neck support and head. Now my other 3 blankets, I'm going to take wide ways and I'm going to roll them up all the way. Just nice rolls so that they're fully in a little sort of roll. All right, I'm going to place one, maybe about 1 foot away from my head pillow. I'll roll another blanket all the way up. This one right next to the first one. All right. And then the third one, I roll again all the way up, longwise, and place it on top of that. So I've made a little pyramid of my rolls, and I've pressed them down pretty firmly. My back will go over this hump right here, my neck will go over this, and my head will rest on the far side. So, as you come into this posture, I'm going to sit right up next to the rolls, press myself into a long spine, and then I'm going to come back and over. I want to make sure that my shoulders can actually touch the ground. So right now I've rolled this a little bit too high. My neck is not that curvy. So I'm just going to unroll it a little bit. So it feels there, that's more comfortable for me. So my shoulders can reach the ground. My arms can either go out to the side or even up overhead. And I have a supported back bend. Now I'm going to lie here for a few breaths and just sort of tune in and see how I feel. And once I've given my chance to tune in, I'm going to make any small adjustments that I need. So I need to push these rolls down just a little bit further to make my back a little bit more comfortable. My tailbone is on the ground and my shoulders are on the ground. Then I can straighten my legs out. My neck is feeling pretty supported and pretty nice. My chest is feeling open. So for me, this would be a good posture. Some options to modify the posture. If this is too much on your back, there's a few things that you can do. Number 1, you can bend your knees, yeah? And oftentimes that will take some of the weight out of your back. If you want to bend your knees up to the sky, I recommend grabbing yourself a yoga strap and wring it all the way through. Clasp it up or tie a knot. So you have that circle, thread your legs through it and actually tighten it up. Because remember, we want to totally relax in all of these restorative yoga poses. So if I take this and put it around my thighs and tighten it up, then when I lengthen and come to lie down, I can just let my legs relax. And I don't have to actually use muscles to hold my legs up. I can release them in. I can also go knock-kneed and let my knees fall against one another. Other options for bending the knees are not with a strap, but instead letting the knees fall open to the side, soles of the feet together. This might be comfortable for you. If you like this, but your knees are a little too high off of the ground and it's not very comfortable, you can take 2 blocks and place one under each of your knees. Now I recommend aligning the block with your femur or with your thigh bone. So it's not flat on the outside, but it's in line with your bones, and that will be more comfortable for you. So again, you can lay back, adjust your blocks, and your knees will be held up nice and comfortable. So legs either out and bent with the soles of the feet together like this, or knees bent with either a strap around your legs or knock-kneed, or you can straighten the legs all the way out. Now, if none of those have helped your back issue, I do have another option to help relieve your back. And that option is to actually lower the arch, to lower the bridge. So instead of using 3 spirals, I would only use 2. Get rid of the third one and just keep 2 of them so that it's lower down. Lengthen up and over. Squish them nice and close together. That'll probably feel a little nicer. And then your back bend is much less, and that might feel a lot better for you. You can lower this back bend as much as you need. I've even given this back bend to people with only 1 blanket on it, and it's not even rolled up. So the smallest that I've ever given this back bend to anyone is actually with 1 blanket. From Tadasana, I've just folded it in half, longwise. Placed it here. So it's a very, very small back bend. Then you can reach up, adjust as needed, and over. And for any of you that have back problems, that this is achy, this might be your solution. This posture is really good to counter what we do most of our day, which is hunching over and on the computer and reading our phones. Instead, this posture opens the front body, which is really amazing for us. It also stimulates all of the front body organs, all of your abdominal organs, stimulates your digestive system. It also opens up space in your chest so you can find a deeper breath. So it's really great for all of those. Once you're here and you find your comfortable spot, you can put an eye pillow on your eyes, you can put a blanket over you for warmth, and just let yourself relax.